What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into something that's been getting a lot of buzz in the DJ community recently, and that is this. It is the complete SKAA wireless speaker system from Dillinger Labs. I've got these, the Death from Above speakers, yes, that's really the name, and then the subwoofer over there, the Death from Below is what that's called, and the DANI transmitter that promises to make wireless DJing a reality. We're talking zero cables, full battery power, and professional grade audio quality. But does it live up to the hype? Let's find out today. Okay, so here's what showed up at my door. Two of the Death from Above speakers, one Death from Below subwoofer, extra grill covers, the pole mount system, the dual speaker adapter, and the DANI transmitter box. Now, I'll be honest, right off the bat, the build quality feels solid. The Death from Above speakers are surprisingly light at just 14.4 pounds each. I can literally carry one in each hand using these monkey grip handles right here on the back. Now, the Death from Below subwoofer is a little heavier, of course, at 34 pounds, but still totally manageable for a one-person setup. What immediately stands out here is the design philosophy. Look, they're not trying to be flashy, they're built for function. The Death from Below has a vented front design instead of a traditional grill, which actually makes sense because you want maximum bass output without anything blocking the driver. Now let's talk a little bit about specs because this is where things get interesting. The Death from Above are true three-way speakers. 72 watts for the bass driver, 36 watts for the mid, and another 36 watts for the tweeter. Battery life is where the system really shines though. The Death from Above speakers give you up to 50 hours at normal listening volume and 16 hours at max volume. The Death from Below sub, up to 40 hours regular use, 5 hours if you're really cranking on it. Here's the kicker. You can charge while you're playing, so you never have to stop the party. The SKAA technology itself operates at 19 milliseconds latency in pro mode, 36 milliseconds in normal mode. For context, that's low enough for finger drumming and scratching. This isn't just for background music. This is true professional wireless setup for DJs. Setup is honestly ridiculously simple. I'm gonna time this, just watch. So first I'm gonna power on the DANI transmitter, I'm gonna power on the speakers and the sub, and they're bonded. That's it. No pairing menus, no complicated setup, they just find each other automatically. The whole system took me literally under 2 minutes to get it up and running. Now the pole mount system is equally straightforward. It's a standard 1 3/8 inch socket on the bottom of each of the Death from Above speakers. The dual adapter lets you mount both speakers on one pole if you want a more compact setup. Now for the moment of the truth. How does it actually sound? Let's play a few different genres to really test the range. Now keep in mind what you're gonna hear is coming through this little mic on my shirt.
So I know I said we're wireless completely, but we do have 1/4 inch to XLR coming out of our Alpha Theta Omnis Duo. I'm doing this real time. We haven't heard these speakers, we haven't tested them out. This is day 2 of shooting. As you can tell, I'm in different clothes, but I've hooked it up. I have a song playing, I got the volume turned down. I'm gonna just hit the power button on here. So hit the power button, you can see green LED is on here. Got volume control right here if I need it.
Let's go over here to the Death from Above speakers and go ahead and power them up. Boom, boom, got your green light there. I'm gonna turn them down here and here.
Go ahead and turn the sub on, same thing. Hit the button. Go ahead, hit the button, boom. Turn him down a little bit.
So the whole system took me literally under 2 minutes to get up and running. Now, let me clarify something important about the terminology here. SKAA doesn't really use the word pairing like Bluetooth does. They actually call it bonding because everything happens on the receiver side. When you see the bright amber LED above the bond button, that's how you know you're bonded. That's how you know you're locked together with this system. Another cool feature is I can press and hold the bond button for a few seconds to green list the transmitter. So the LED will turn from amber to green, and this creates my favorites list so that the next time I power everything on, it automatically connects to my green listed transmitter. This is super handy for gigs. The bond button has a lot of other functions too. 3 clicks mutes the speaker, 6 clicks does a factory reset. And if I had multiple transmitters green listed, 1 click would cycle through them.
All right, and we're just gonna slowly kind of come up on the volume. Sub is definitely working. So the sub is hitting good. All right, so we're bringing the volume up a little bit to match. Okay.
You are the piece of me I wish I didn't need. Chasing relentlessly, still fighting, I don't know why. If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love is insanity, why are you my parody?
Bro, are you kind of impressed by these? I'm asking Saquon. I know it's hard to hear if you're watching this video because it's coming through this little bitty microphone. And I know they're not the prettiest speakers in the world. I'm gonna change the grills out to either gray or black. But I'm telling you, for a completely wireless system, albeit except for these two little cables right here that I guess technically I could just kind of rig this thing up on the side. I could walk around anywhere with this controller with no wires going to it, no wires going to those. All I did was charge them up, turn them on, crank the volume. I mean, this system is about the most portable thing that I've ever demoed, that I've ever shown on the channel. And I don't want to say shockingly, but shockingly, it sounds really, really good in here. Now, have I taken it to a party yet? No, I haven't. But I can definitely see doing a small party with this rig, especially if you had 2 of the Death from Below subs and 2 of the Death from Above tops. You could definitely probably do a small party, 7,500 people easily, maybe more. And again, anything outdoors, street fairs, guys that play, you know, acoustic shows outside maybe. I mean, dude, I'm thoroughly impressed with how these things sound right now. A little bit unconventional with the way they look, with the way the controls are, but maybe that's the cool part about them. You know, there's not a lot of menus and DSPs and ways to get lost. I am super blown away by the sound quality of these things and by the portability and just ease of turn it on, turn the volume up here. Hell, I had more trouble with the Omnis Duo than I did with the SKAA speakers. So all in all, really good first impression, sound demo. I'm telling you, what you saw is my genuine reaction. We have not turned these on. They have been here for over a week. In fact, probably 2 weeks all through the holidays. We shot the first part of the video with just the script, and then we basically came back today, early January, after the holidays are over, finally got these cables in, hooked it up, turned it on, and you saw the genuine reaction and genuine way that it took to hook it all up and get it sounding good. I don't know, what was that, 2 minutes max? Now I know how to do it. I green light these things so they're pair every time. I got my kind of volume dialed in where I want it. I think I had more headroom, to be honest, because I didn't see it hitting red. We'll do one more quick sound check before we put these things away, but so far I am pretty much blown away.
even time alignment settings if you're getting technical with speaker placement. Let me tell you about something that's really pro level. The DANI transmitter can switch between SKAA mode and SKAA Pro mode. 3 clicks of the power button gives you a green LED, which is in SKAA mode, and that handles up to 4 speakers at 36 milliseconds latency. The red LED is SKAA Pro mode for 2 speakers at 19 milliseconds latency. Since I have 3 speakers total for this demo, I'm staying in the green SKAA mode. Now on the back of the DANI, you've got your main inputs, of course, and you've got the level switches for -10 or +4, pad switches, and the signal LEDs that show green for good. And when you're close to peaking, you're gonna get red. Check this out. These top jacks are through outputs. They are analog pass-throughs that work even when the DANI is off. So you could use these to daisy chain multiple DANIs together, feed a recording device, or connect wired speakers alongside your wireless setup.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, they're not hitting limit. They got a little bit crispy, but I mean, look how small they are. You know what I mean? Like, they are taking a lot of power that I'm throwing to them from this Omnis Duo. Man, I'm impressed. I did not know what to expect. I didn't really know this brand. I know that they looked a little bit odd, a little bit weird, a little bit different, but I wanted to give them a shot, and I'm genuinely impressed. I mean, if you want a truly battery-powered full setup, we've done battery-powered and wireless headphones. We've done battery-powered wireless controllers like this Omnis Duo. I think this video came out a few weeks ago, but now here we are combining these SKAA Death from Above, Death from Below with the Omnis Duo, and all we needed to connect them was this transmitter called the DANI, the DANI from SKAA as well, a couple of 1/4" to XLR cables, which technically I could just Velcro this thing to the side and be walking around at a party, DJing. Those could be wherever I wanted them in the room. You could put them outside for the cocktail hour. All in all, I mean, I'm impressed. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm definitely gonna hold on to these things. I'm definitely gonna use them. Hopefully I've got a little beach party or some kind of cocktail or something outside, maybe this summer, where I can give them a more thorough run through at a party. We have a couple of months off, very slow here in January and February, as it is in a lot of markets, I'm sure, but I'm definitely gonna be taking these things out, gonna change the grills out on the Death from Above, but that's about it. And I may only take just one, you know, straight pole, run it up high, 1 speaker up top, 1 down below, nice little cocktail vibe outside, put this on a, you know, fast set table or something just like this, put a scrim on it, and just kind of do my little thing outside, and then come inside for my full rig. Will it replace my full rig ever? Absolutely not, but it is perfect for a lot of applications, and I can't wait to put it to use this spring and summer. Here we go.
I can even see this working for small venues, pop-up events, or street performances where a traditional PA isn't practical. There's a quick note on gain staging here, but the transmitter and the speakers have volume controls with 30 steps each. So for maximum output, the pro approach is to max out the transmitter volume and then dial in your speaker levels to your taste. That way you're using your mixer's main output to control the whole system level. And remember, this system is like Legos. It's designed as a modular system. Today, I'm gonna use the 2 DFAs and 1 DFB sub, but you could scale up to 4 DFAs and 4 DFBs for larger gigs, or keep it minimal with just the top speakers for the smaller events. It's like audio Lego blocks, quite frankly.
Now, I know these look different. Some of you are not gonna like the way they look with the black and the red, but they do have extra grill covers that you can order on their store, or you could even spray paint these and just make them black. Okay, so here's the real talk about the pros and the cons. The pros. It is a genuinely professional sound quality. It has ultra low latency that actually works for DJing. It's got incredible battery life. It's a simple, reliable setup, and it has a modular system that can grow with your needs. And it's got a solid build quality. Here are the cons. The price point is definitely kind of a premium. The DFA pair is $1,200, the sub is $850 for a single, and the transmitter is $250. Plus you got a pole and the adapter. The Death from Below is 34 pounds, not exactly pocket size. And you're limited to the SKAA ecosystem for their wireless functionality. There are no traditional inputs on the subwoofer either. And maybe a con is the look. Not everybody's gonna like this. I also don't see any bags or cases on their site either. So the bottom line,
Is the SKAA death from above and death from below system worth it? Well, if you're serious about truly going wireless as a DJ, where you need a truly portable professional sound system, this is probably the best option I've tested. The combination of sound quality, battery life, and actual usable low latency puts it kind of in its own category. Yes, it's an investment, but for mobile DJs, event companies, or anyone who values setup flexibility without compromising on sound quality, this system probably is going to deliver that for you. The technology works, the sound is pro grade, and the convenience factor is honestly off the charts. SKAA has created something genuinely innovative here with these things. So that's my full breakdown of the SKAA death from above and death from below, I still can't believe those are the names, wireless speaker system. Tell me, what do you think? Are you ready to cut the cables, or do you still prefer traditional wired setups always? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if this review was helpful, or if you like the video at all, and please subscribe so I can get more DJ gear reviews and more gig logs and more tutorials out to you guys. Links to everything I mentioned are in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. New videos every single week. Peace, y'all.